All right, whenever you're ready to start.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Gulshad and I am facilitator at Rehan School Islamabad campus. So everyone, today I talk with Kalani and Maya. So Maya, Assalamu alaikum. How are you? And let's get started.
Wa alaikum assalam, Gulsha. I'm doing well, thank you. Sounds like you're starting a recording session. Ready when you are.
Okay, so my first question is that from you. What is financial independence?
Financial independence is pretty much what it sounds like, having enough money to cover your expenses without relying on someone else's income. It's about having control over your financial future, being able to make choices without money being the biggest constraint. So basically, your income covers your living costs and maybe even some extra to invest or save. Why do you ask?
Okay, so my next question is that from you. Why is financial independence important in life?
It's important for a few reasons. Gives you choices, career paths, where to live, how to spend your time. When you're not stressed about making ends meet, you can focus on what really matters to you. It also builds confidence and security, knowing you can handle unexpected expenses or achieve your goals without constant worry. Plus, financial independence can help your relationships too. Less money stress often means less friction with loved ones.
Okay, so my next question is that from you. How is financial independence different from financial stability?
That's a good question. Financial stability means having consistent income to cover your immediate needs. We're not necessarily building wealth, but you're not struggling month to month. Financial independence goes a step further. It's about having enough assets, savings, and investments that your income isn't even necessary anymore. Stability is like keeping your head above water. Independence is like building a raft. Does that make sense?
Okay, so my next question is that from you. What are the key components of financial independence?
There are a few main pieces to it. First, clear financial goals, knowing what you're working toward. Then, budgeting and tracking your expenses to understand where your money goes. Debt management is huge, minimizing high interest debt. Building multiple income streams helps too, not just relying on one job. And finally, consistent saving and investing, growing your wealth over time. It's a mix of planning, discipline, and strategic growth.
Okay, so my next question is that from you. At what age should one start planning for financial independence?
Honestly, as early as possible. The earlier you start, the less you have to save each month to reach the same goal, thanks to the power of compounding interest. Even in your 20s is great, but even starting in your 30s or 40s can still work. It just might mean saving a bit more aggressively. The important thing is to start wherever you are.
Okay, so my next question is that from you. How can increasing income help achieve financial independence?
Increasing income is huge because it does two things. It accelerates your progress and frees up more money for saving and investing. Every extra dollar you bring in is basically an extra dollar you can grow your wealth. Whether it's through side hustles, career advancement, or starting a business, more income equals more options for reaching your financial independence goals faster. Make sense?
Okay, so my next question is that from you. What are different source of income?
There are a lot of options. Traditional employment, of course, a regular salary or hourly wage. Side hustles like freelancing or driving for ride sharing services. Passive income sources, rental properties, royalties from creative work, or dividends from investments. Online businesses, e commerce, blogging, or course creation. And even assets like stocks and bonds can generate income over time through dividends and interest. Diversifying your sources helps too. Don't rely on just one.
Okay, so my next question is that from you, what is the 50-30-20 budgeting rule?
It's a simple budgeting method. 50% of your income goes to needs, things you absolutely have to pay for, like housing, food, transportation. 30% goes to wants, things you enjoy but could technically live without, like dining out or entertainment. And 20% goes to savings and debt repayment, building your financial independence. It's a flexible guideline that helps you visualize how your money is being spent.
Okay, so my next question is that from you, why is saving money important for a long-term goal?
I mean, goals, right? Saving money is crucial for long term financial goals for a few key reasons. First, it builds your emergency fund. Having money set aside for unexpected expenses means you don't have to go into debt when life happens. Second, savings are the foundation for investing and compounding wealth. And finally, saving allows you to achieve big life goals, buying a house, early retirement, travel, whatever is important to you.
Okay, so my next question is that from you, how much should a
Hmm.
person save monthly?
That depends on your income and goals, but a common target is 15 to 20% of your income. If you're prioritizing financial independence, aiming higher is good, even if you start small, like 5%, and gradually increase it each month. Some experts recommend starting with an emergency fund first, 3 to 6 months of living expenses, then focusing on saving for long term goals like retirement or investments. What's your personal financial situation like right now?
Okay, so my next question is that from you, what is the budgeting?
Budgeting is basically creating a plan for your money. You figure out how much income you have, then decide how you'll spend or save it each month. That helps you track where your money actually goes versus where you intend for it to go. There are different methods like the 50-30-20 rule we just talked about, or you can create your own system that works for you. The key thing is to get intentional about your spending and prioritize your financial goals.
Okay, so my next question is that from
Oh,
you, how can a beginner create a simple budget?
ah, start by listing your monthly income, then track your spending for a month to see where your money actually goes. Every coffee, every bill. Then categorize those expenses into needs and wants. Allocate amounts for each category: housing, food, entertainment. There are tons of free budgeting apps too. Mint, Wina, Pocket Guard. The key is to stick to your budget and adjust as needed. Start simple, don't overthink it. Consistency matters more than perfection.
Okay, so my next question is that from you, what are a fixed and a variable expenses?
Fixed expenses are those that stay roughly the same amount each month: rent or mortgage, loan payments, insurance. Variable expenses change month to month: groceries, gas, dining out, entertainment. Knowing the difference helps with budgeting because you can plan more reliably for fixed costs, while you might need to adjust your spending on variable ones to stay on track.
Okay, so my next question is that from you, how can a tracking expenses improve financial habits?
Yeah. Tracking expenses forces you to become more aware of where your money actually goes rather than just where you think it goes. It helps you identify areas where you're overspending and makes you more mindful about purchases. When you see it all laid out, it's a lot harder to justify impulse buys or subscriptions you're not really using. The data shows you where small adjustments can make a big difference over time.
Okay, so my next question is that from you, what tools or apps can help in budgeting?
There are tons. Mint is a popular free option that connects to your accounts. You Need a Budget is a paid app known for a methodical approach to budgeting. Pocket Card shows you how much you have left to spend after covering bills and goals. Every dollar is another zero-based budgeting app. Even simpler, spreadsheets or just noting expenses in a notebook. Find one that fits your style. What matters is you actually use it.
Okay, so my next question is that
I'm listening. What's your next question?
what is good debit versus bad debit?
Oh, you mean debt. Good debt is often considered debt that helps you build wealth or provides long term benefits, like a mortgage on a home you'll live in for years, or student loans that enable a higher income potential. Bad debt is debt that loses value quickly, like high interest credit card debt for things you don't really need or payday loans. Good debt is strategic, bad debt is often impulsive.
Okay, so my next question is that from you, how can adapt delay financial independence?
A couple of things can delay it. High debt, especially high interest debt, really slows you down. Living beyond your means, spending more than you earn is another big one. Not investing early enough. Time is your biggest asset when it comes to compounding interest. Finally, lack of financial planning, not setting goals or budgeting properly. Avoiding these things can keep you on track.
Okay, so my next question is that from you, what is investing?
Investing means using your money to buy assets like stocks, bonds, real estate, with the expectation that they'll grow in value over time. Like, it's different from saving, which is just setting money aside. Investing involves more risk, but also has the potential for higher returns. The idea is that your money makes money for you rather than just sitting there.
Okay, so my next question is that from you, why is investing important for financial independence?
Investing is key because it helps your money grow faster than just sitting in a savings account. Over time, smart investments can generate passive income and build wealth, reducing your reliance on a job to cover expenses. It allows your money to work for you instead of you working for your money. Historically, stocks have provided higher long term returns than other assets, but it depends on your risk tolerance and goals.
Okay, so my next question is that from you, what are a common investment option, stocks, bonds, real estate?
Absolutely. Stocks represent ownership in a company. They're riskier but can grow quickly. Bonds are basically loans you make to a government or a corporation. They're generally safer but have lower returns. Real estate is buying properties. It can provide rental income and appreciate in value over time. There are also ETFs and mutual funds which pool money from many investors to diversify across different asset classes. It's good to diversify your portfolio across these options.
Okay, so my next question is that from you, what is risk versus return?
Risk is essentially the chance of losing money on an investment. Higher risk investments have the potential for higher rewards, but also a greater chance of losing your investment. Return is the profit you make on an investment, whether through price appreciation or income like dividends. They're basically two sides of the same coin. Generally, the higher the risk, the higher the potential return. Finding the right balance for you is important.
Okay, so my next question is that from you, what is an emergency fund?
An emergency fund is basically a stash of cash you set aside specifically for unexpected expenses, car repairs, medical bills, job loss, life throws, curveballs. An emergency fund prevents you from going into debt when those curveballs happen, and it gives you peace of mind knowing you've got a financial cushion. Most experts recommend having 3 to 6 months of living expenses saved.
Okay, so my next question is that from you, how do financial goals help in achieving independence?
Financial goals give you direction and motivation. Knowing what you're working towards, buying a house, retiring early, paying for your kids' education helps you stay focused and make smarter money decisions. Without goals, it's easy to get off track or lose sight of the bigger picture. Specific, measurable goals help you create a clear plan and track your progress.
Okay, so my next question is that from you, how often should you receive your financial goals?
That's a smart question. You should review them regularly, probably at least once a year. Life changes, job shifts, family changes, unexpected expenses, so your goals might need to adapt. Reviewing them keeps you on track and makes sure they're still realistic and relevant to where you are in life. It's also a good idea to revisit them when any major life event happens.
Okay, nice to meet you, Maya.
Nice to meet you too, Gulsha. It was great talking about financial independence with you today. Feel free to reach out if you have more questions in the future.
Okay, everyone. So this was a Maya or call Annie. So I meet you again next call Annie. Inshallah. Allah Hafiz. Pakistan Zindabad.
Looking forward to it. Gulsha, take care.
Take care, you too. Allah Hafiz.
See you next time.